It was good what it do. It's Uncle Pops with the raw truth for the youth. Sometimes you grown folks. Listen, I wanted to double up on what I said earlier. To follow up. A lot of times, we tell people to, be successful. We tell people, focus up. We tell people, to work harder. We tell people, you know, all this great stuff. We give them a whole lot of words and verbs, right? We try to motivate people, with our examples and with the things that we say. But a lot of times it comes down to a question. And that question is, well, what does that look like? Well, how do I do that? Right? And many times, the reason why people are asking that is because they really don't know, because it's not, it's not something that everybody can do. Right? And what I mean is, I'm not saying that everybody can't be successful. I'm just saying that everybody doesn't have an understanding or the knowledge within themselves to be, a success, to be a success story. So we just stick to listening and reading and seeing, watching everybody else's success story and not, creating our own. So how do you do that? Because a lot of the success and a lot of everything that you do, it comes from having confidence, right? And it's a lot of people that have low confidence. It's a lot of people that have low self-esteem, right? So how do you get your confidence? Well, there's exercises that you can do. There are a lot of things that you can do to build your confidence. A lot of it comes from belief in yourself, right? I remember, a while back, I did a video. It was a live, and I asked a question, right? Now I've waited for quite a few people to come on for crowd participation, and I asked many people the question: name 3 things, or write 3 things down that were extremely important to you that you believe in, right? And everybody that was on that live, and some of the people that saw it later, they wrote those 3 things down. They had great answers, right? Some very important things to believe in, right? That they felt were extreme importances, right? But one of the things was, in that belief list, in that list of beliefs, they weren't on the list, right? They weren't the first thing on the list. And that's part of being successful. That's part of creating your success story, is the belief in self, right? Having the confidence, right? So how do you do that? How do you have belief in yourself if you don't? That's what we have to not only figure out, but we have to actually learn how to do it. We have to actually work at it. It's not something for a lot of people that's very instant, right? A lot of people just can't instantly, become a success. A lot of people don't instantly have the confidence. A lot of people don't instantly, have the self-motivation. Excuse me, I'll take a puff of my cigar. Pardon me. But how do you do that? How do you achieve a level of confidence in order to step out on faith? How do you begin to believe in yourself to really get going, to stay, motivated, or to even to get motivated and to start the journey, to start the process of achieving your success? How do you do that? There's many different ways, right? There's many different ways. And that even has, a start for it that you have to begin, right? Take a piece of paper. Go back over some memories of things that excited you, right? Go back over some things that made you feel good, made you feel great, invigorated you, right? Inspired you, really got your juices flowing, really got you fired up about something. Go back over those things. No matter how far back it is, even back in your childhood, if you want to go back that far, right? That's one of the things that is a simple exercise to help build up your confidence, because you draw off of the emotions, you draw off of the feelings that you felt, you draw off of what you were going through, right? You draw off of remembering what you did and what you felt, what you told yourself. Self-talk, that's highly important. The self-talk itself, right? Self-hypnotist, self-hypnosis, right? That's part of developing and building up your confidence. That's part of, enhancing and enriching the belief of yourself, right? Because if you don't believe in yourself, nothing else is going to happen. Nothing else is going to work, right? One of my favorite quotes that Maya Angelou said, rest her soul, is, nothing works unless you do, right? So people tell you to work hard, or people tell you to, focus up. People tell you to tighten up. Well, what does that look like? Because if that was something that was automatic and that was something that you can already do or you've already been doing, you really wouldn't need a lot of these reminders. You really wouldn't need, so many different ways to motivate you and get you going and get you inspired, or to reignite or to revive that spirit, to give you a renewal of self, right? So make that list. Make that list. That's a start. And then after you do that list, go through those things, right? Go through those things of what made you feel great, what inspired you. Then make another list. I know it seems, kind of crazy. Man, you talking about writing a whole bunch of lists and journals. Yeah, hey, whatever it takes. Because I'd hate to tell you to do something or advise you or inspire you or try to motivate you to do something to be a success, to create your success story, and then not give you, any practical application to what you need to have done. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. They want to, oh, I'm a life coach and this and that. Great. Okay. I got some exercises and things you could do. Okay, great. But a lot of that doesn't work for everybody. But the second list, write down another list of everything that you dreamed of. No matter how silly it sounds, no matter how crazy it appears, make that list, right? Make that list and go over it. And why do you do that? How is that helping you with confidence? How does that help you with self-belief? How does that help you with building up your self-esteem? Because you need to remind yourself. It's just like looking in a mirror, which that's something else that you need to do. Self-talk with you in the mirror. Taking some time out and remind yourself, no matter what it was. I wanted to be a dog catcher. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be, a horse trainer. No matter what it is, I want to be a father. I want to be a mother. I want to be a pastor. I want to be, this. I want to be that. I want to be even the president. Make that list of what you dreamed of, what you thought of, what your wildest imaginations were. And then take those lists of the things and the moments of your life that made you feel good, the thoughts that you had, the memories that you once, had that inspired you to do something, that invigorated you, right? Go over that list and talk to yourself about it. And ask yourself a set of questions, Watching children play around the pool. But as you go over that list, right? Take note of how you feel when you read over your ideas and your dreams. Take note of how you feel when you, remind yourself or you think back about the things that you wrote, right? Because then you'll start to understand, what it's like. And then when you start to get those feelings again, when you start to, have that electric charge go through your body, when you start to feel that, now let's take another step. Now let's react on it, right? Let's act. Let's put some things in motion. All right. So that's what I wanted to do, just to double up on the video. I didn't want to just give you half of it or give you a part, but we figured we'd go ahead and add more to it. And in doing so, and taking note of how you feel, recognizing those feelings that once were, and relish on that. Dig into it, right?
How do you do that? I just brought it to you.
And then that'll start helping build up your confidence. And we'll talk about more of it later, right? We'll get more in depth and in detail, right? We'll get into it. I got you back.
Come on, let's go.
But definitely, let's start living as hashtag DBWT. Let's really not be wasted talent. Let's do everything that we can, right? And it sounds great and it sounds easy, but it's a must, right? And then focus on the win, right? Focus on the win. What's the win? What's important now, right? And then when we say focus, what do we mean by focus? We mean focus as follow on course until success. But you got to have the course first. You got to plan your work and then work your plan. That's the only way it's going to happen. So don't just read about the success stories. Don't just listen to the stories. Don't just, see them and watch them on the videos and everything. Get inspired. Revive yourself. Revive your spirit. Revive those memories to go after your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. To do what? To create your own success story. You're no different than anybody else, right? But you are definitely unique. All right? Stay up and stay blessed. Hashtag DBWT. Don't be wasted talent. Let's get it. Peace.